Hello. Mic working all right? Mic's going. Game capture's going. Did you hear that? Alright, cool. So when I was editing the VODs, I realized that I was kind of talking to myself a lot because the chat wasn't being displayed on screen. So now I have chat on screen and it's permanently there. It's not going to fade away at all. So everybody will be able to see what I'm responding to. I did a few tweaks to my microphone, so hopefully sound quality sounds a little bit less echoey, a little bit more warm. But there's only so much I can do without any kind of acoustic dampeners in the room. So yeah. So here is our character. I made him weeks ago, actually. This is Dumb Master. We talked about it. He's an undead warlock. He doesn't have a jaw. Just kind of, his tongue just kind of hanging there. So yeah, this is going to be the character. We're going to play through Tirisfal Glades tonight. It's been a while since I played through it, honestly. So it'll be a nice little refresher. And a nice little segue into October. So we shall get going here. Pull up this real quick. So I was pulled onto a call this afternoon. We were going over some code, some old code, and found 4 issues with it that all these people that have been looking at it for who knows how long were sitting there having trouble finding the issues or finding out what the problem was, and I was able to locate it quite quickly. So I spent a good 3 hours on the phone this afternoon proposing solutions and whatnot. So it was a nice change in pace from my, oh, there's no work, let's just look up memes on the internet. Anywho, if my boss is watching, I definitely don't just sit there and look up memes on the internet all day. But on an unrelated note, there's a reason why you don't have my Discord information. Alright, let's go. Dumb Master, our Forsaken Warlock. Here we go. Here we go! Looking up geoducks. Yeah. Like my shirt, Jake? Found it. I didn't know where it was for like a long time. And found it when I was doing some cleaning last weekend. I know you have the same shirt, but it's better on me, let's be for real. And the spiky hair, that is just water. I literally just went into the bathroom and just washed my face before stream and spiked my hair up. There's nothing in my hair. Also, I don't have a bald spot here for whatever reason.
Though Lady Sylvanas and her Forsaken finally took vengeance upon their
it's blonde, like really light blonde hair.
Their dark
the light hits it and it looks like a weird little spot.
Betrayed by Grand Apothecary Putrus at the Battle of Wrathgate, the Forsaken's devious plague of death
the
was
Battle
unleashed
of
upon
Wrathgate.
both
We can
the
do
Alliance
that in the Battle of the
Horde
Undercity in Classic.
to calamitous effect. Unbeknownst to Sylvanas, Putrus and his demonic ally, Veramathras, had taken control of the Undercity. As a result, the Forsaken were wrongly blamed for the traitor's atrocities. Though the Undercity was eventually retaken, Sylvanas and her followers still bear the weight of Putrus' sins. Mistrusted by the other members of the Horde, the Forsaken must now prove their loyalty to the cause and redeem themselves from their supposed treachery. To this end, Sylvanas has bolstered her defenses within the Tirisfal Glades and readied her undead forces for any contingency. As one of the Forsaken, you must use your cunning and viciousness to slay any who would pose a threat to Sylvanas' rule, be they human, undead, or otherwise.
Or otherwise. Give me a sec here. As per the usual, for whatever reason, we have to do this every single time. After the character has been created, you have to log in once to set up your add-ons. And I don't like to do that because then you guys don't get to see the intro video, right? And like that's part of the whole purpose of this is the lore. So it's not too bad though. Sound none, mute. Okay. And yeah, it's not like I have a ton, and because it allows me to import my profiles from my other characters, it's pretty quick. All right, so welcome, friends, family, food. In the case of some of you, look at those little osteoderms coming out of his face. It's awesome. All right, so I'll just go over the undead abilities real quick. We have Cannibalize. Cannibalize, when activated, regenerate 7% of your total health and mana for 2 seconds for 10 seconds. Only works on humanoid, undead corpses within 5 yards. Any movement, action, or damage taken while cannibalizing will cancel the effect. So it's just a heal that you can do. Will of the Forsaken. That's already on our bar. Will of the Forsaken removes any charm, fear, or sleep effect, so it helps you get rid of crowd control. Shadow resistance. The Forsaken take 1% less shadow damage. Touch of the Grave. Our attacks and damaging spells have a chance to drain the target, dealing 5 shadow damage and healing you for the same amount. Additionally, we can breathe underwater indefinitely. This damage scales as our character level goes up. Alrighty. So let's do some changing here. So we want auto loop turned on, display chat bubbles all. We want our settings to disable chat. A little bit here. All right, let's get started. Dome Master, rise, Dome Master. Welcome back to the realm of the living. With the blessing and power of the Dark Lady, I have freed you from death's grip. So it's important to know that we are not one of the original Forsaken that broke free with Sylvanas when she broke free from the Lich King. We are ones that she has risen to bolster her forces since then. After the fall of the Lich King, the Valkyr, these winged creatures here, they swore allegiance to her, and these ones are what allows Sylvanas to raise the dead without having to have an undead plague. You are no slave to Master. You're free to follow whatever path you choose from here. If you choose to serve the Dark Lady Sylvanas, I recommend you speak with Undertaker Mordo. You will find him behind me in the graveyard. So literally, if we wanted to, we could just like leave and be like, cool, we're done. We can't really, but like they're telling us that we could. You can also change it to where the bones and everything don't show now if you don't want it to, but I thought, you know, this looked pretty gnarly, you know. So talk to Undertaker Mordo here.
What is it?
Hello there, you must be Dumb Master. I'm pleased to see that you're up and walking around. You've held up nicely, especially after being dead for so long. Others weren't as lucky. If you wouldn't mind, I need you to fetch some embalming fluid and some twine to stitch up these bodies. You'll find both in the Shadow Grave, the building just behind me. Here, Darnell will join you. He knows the way.
Watch your back.
So Darnell, he's our homeboy. He's a big boy, man. Holy crap. Are you an ogre or something? Jeez. First things first, we're gonna look at this head's eyeball. Yeah, that's cool. Corpse stitching twine, thick enough to reattach limbs, possibly heads. Thick embalming fluid, smells strongly of alcohol and ether. Alright, Mordo. We're back, my friend.
What do you require?
You will find the items within the Shadow Grave. I believe I left them on my work table. Well, that's where we found them. Exactly what I needed. You'll be an asset to the Forsaken. You know, word has it that you were quite the warlock in your previous life. Perhaps I should assign you a more exciting task. I think you should. The Valkyr raise hundreds of corpses every day. Agatha raised you just a few moments ago. Not all are as lucky as you, however. Some maintain their free will live in constant fear and confusion. They usually run off into the woods, cowering at their own reflections. Others lose their minds completely, shambling about aimlessly. They often turn to violence and must be destroyed. This is your task. Destroy them, our former brothers and sisters, though they may be.
Victory for Sylvanus.
We gotta go destroy some mindless zombies. Dude, the new graphic for Shadow Bolt. I haven't played a Warlock since Pandaria, so the new graphics are real interesting to me. Oh, we leveled up, and we got a new spell, Corruption. Probably not going to be using that a whole lot because that's has a cast timer. But it be what it be, you know? Spam this. Oh, there was another quest. I didn't even see it. Son of a gun. Caretaker case.
Hello.
King, peasant, warlock. I don't care what you were before. I just need somebody with a working tongue. Well, as you can see, my tongue is working quite well. A lot of freedom, a lot of articulation. Jaw, on the other hand, let me know if you find it. Being raised from the dead is strenuous. Not everyone copes with it well as you did. In particular, there are 3 newly raised undead who are having trouble coping right now. I want you to find them and talk to them. It might be that they just need someone they can relate with. You'll find them here in the graveyard. So this is an important quest. One of these characters becomes one of the strongest Forsaken that is in the lore currently. So we'll go ahead and turn this quest in real quick. Not even the power of the Valkyr was enough to save these creatures. They were doomed from the beginning. I have obtained some equipment for you. It's not much, but it will help. Let's get the gloves. Alright, so our first one we're going to talk to is Valdred Moray.
I'm listening.
What's going on? Who are you? What happened to me? Don't you remember? You died. I died? Yes, you're right. I died. It was an orc. He cut off my hands and left me to die. Valdred looks down at his hands. These aren't my hands! These aren't my hands! Calm down, Valdred. Undertaker Mordo probably sewed some new ones on for you. Valdred looks back down at his hands. You talk to Undertaker Mordo. He'll tell you what to do. That's all I know. I suppose this is my fate then. Part of an undead army. Somehow I never considered that I might end up fighting for the Forsaken. What do I do now? Oh, I have a another mouth on my chest that was installed. It's just hidden with the robe. You can't see it. This one right here.
What is
This
it you
NPC becomes one of the most significant and strong members of the Forsaken. And she's level 2 right now. Lillian
My
Foss.
blade stays sharp.
Get away from me, you abomination. I'm not an abomination. I'm simply undead. I just want to speak with you. The undead are a taint upon Azeroth. Every one of you creatures deserves to be destroyed. Lillian, you do realize that you're undead yourself. No, you're lying. My father will protect me. Alright, deuces, Lillian. I'm sure we'll see you again. Marshal Redpath.
I'm listening.
Stand back, monster. You want to fight? Because I'll fight you. I'll fight any one of you creatures. Do you hear me? I'm not here to fight. I've only been asked to speak with you. Oh, really? Fine. I don't want to join you and your Forsaken. Maybe I'll start my own Forsaken. Maybe I'll invent Forsaken with elbows. You're free to do whatever you want. Blackjack and hookers. Sorry about the ding ding ding. Kazooie is being a loud brat.
And you are...
You've done well, Warlock. As you can see, not all of us have resigned to our fates. I'm glad to see that you are at least willing to work. Aldred will be a valuable asset to the Forsaken. As for the other two, there's not much we can do. We cannot force them to join us. This is the big difference between, and I'm not advocating for Sylvanas, but between Sylvanas' undead and Arthas' undead. Arthas' undead were forced to serve. Sylvanas grants them the dark gift and then gives them free will right away. Darnell tells me that 2 of you have already met. That's good, because I'm sending you both into Death Knell. Your work here is done. Speak to Deathguard Sultane in Death Knell to the north. He will tell you more about what you must know.
Beware the
And
living.
now, we got an ability to summon our imp. Let's see what his name is. It's gonna be something stupid. His name is Q-Tip. It's not really, but Q's tip. Whatever, it's Q-Tip. Don't at me. Alright, I'm actually gonna... Am I? Yeah, I'm gonna move this up a little bit here. And move this over here. It's Q-Tip! The Z is silent. Is the camera real fuzzy? I have a lot more light on than I normally do because I noticed in one of my VODs it was a little bit grainy, and I thought maybe it was because of the light.
What would you ask of death?
Those Valkyrie have been really busy resurrecting you newbies lately. I've already seen a couple dozen new bodies run off the hill since this morning. You, however, are the most promising warlock I've seen today. Oh, thank you, Dr. Sultan. You look pretty good yourself. I mean, you got a jaw. That's a bonus. We've been shipping in dead bodies from Silverpine, Hillsbrad, hell, anywhere we can get them from. We can't, however, afford to ignore the bodies which are sitting right in front of our doorstep. The last vestiges of the Scarlet Crusade roam here in Tirisfal Glades. We've managed to push them from Death Knell. Several of their bodies litter the buildings to the north and the east. Go find them and bring that Darnell fellow with you. He looks strong enough to carry a few corpses.
Trust no one.
So, explain something. For those of you who have not experienced the fall of the Scarlet Crusade. So, quick rundown. Scarlet Crusade and Argent Dawn used to be part of the Order of the Silver Hand, and they basically had differing views, right? They both fought the undead with great fervor. The problem is that the Scarlet Crusade viewed anybody outside of their order, i.e., anyone that wasn't human and didn't worship the light, as a pestilence upon the land. So, the members of the Horde, the other members of the Alliance, they would murder them. And the Argent Dawn was like, hey, if you're a good person and you're willing to stand with us and fight against the Scourge, you know, pull up a chair. You're welcome at our table. So, basically, when the Ashbringer died, that caused the fall of the Order of the Silver Hand. It split apart into the two factions, right? Argent Dawn, the good guys. You saw them in the Death Knight intro that we did. The Scarlet Crusade, however, went on to found the Scarlet Monastery within Tirisfal Glades. They also founded Tyr's Hand in Hearthglen. And there they attacked, you know, the Scourge and anyone that wasn't human. Well, you fight them in Classic, and then in Wrath of the Lich King, you play a Death Knight, and you basically take out the big head honchos within Hearthglen. And what occurs then is, in that story, is Scarlet Commander Bendis, she declares the Scarlet Crusade is over and the Scarlet Onslaught happens, right? And so basically she takes all the troops that she could get, and they go to Northrend, right? Under some false pretenses here. Now, they're actually being tricked by Mal'Ganis, the guy who tricked Arthas into becoming a Death Knight, basically the guy who stirred the shit pot for everything. And they end up falling. The Scarlet Crusade ends up falling, and the members that stayed back, they, for the most part, get wiped out, and they become undead, and they become what's called the Arisen, right? They still think they're alive, but they're not. And the last remnants of the Scarlet Crusade we will see as we quest through Tirisfal Glades, and essentially we stomp out the remnants of the Scarlet Crusade. So we're gonna make Darnell carry all those bodies for a little bit. He's looking like he needs to work on his core.
I am forsaken.
You're gonna be an asset to the Forsaken. You need to learn how to fight, and there's no better target than the Scourge minions that continue to pester us. The wretched ghouls and radicalized skeletons that roam the north and to the east are former troopers of the fallen Scourge. They should prove to be even match for a fledgling warlock like you. Do not tarry. When you are done, speak with me again.
Remember, patience.
So we need to go kill some Death Knight Scourge. Man. So, for those of you that didn't hear, World of Warcraft Dragonflight's release date was announced. It is November 28th. Then to answer Dolly's inquiry from earlier today, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are slotted for November 18th. So, not quite 2 weeks away from each other, but enough of a difference that I will probably have beaten the game by the time the Dragonflight comes out.
The target.
Alright. Quests are complete. Come on, Q-Tip.
What is it?
Great work. I knew you weren't useless. Here, take one of these. We Death Guards have piles of these things sitting around.
Watch your back.
You have piles of flax belts just sitting around? What are you doing with them?
What now?
You're growing in strength. I've seen your type before. You'll be moving out of Death Knell and onto greater things before long. Just make sure you don't lose sight of where you started. You must have lost sight. Man, I thought I was in bad shape. This dude's face is held together with some leather straps, his eyeballs are gone, and his jaw's missing. You have much to accomplish, Warlock. Why don't you go speak to my novice, Elreth? She serves me, and will have some tasks which you can apply your new abilities.
Victory for
What is this?
Sylvanas.
Unending Resolve. Harden your skin, reducing all damage you take by 20%, granting immunity to interrupt and silence effects. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I told you I had a second mouth on my chest.
What do you require?
May the Dark Lady watch over you. Early on, I saw a young Forsaken woman running towards the end. I wonder whom that could be. She was screaming for her life, pleading to be taken back home. Not all of us are as resolute as others. Even so, we must accept our fate as undead if we are to rise up against those that put us down. Take my hand mirror and show it to the young woman. She needs to see what she really is and join us in our cause. Besides, we can use all the bodies we can get.
Embrace the shadow.
Sure, the crazy lady screaming about all the undead. We really want to take her a mirror? Alright, check in these houses here.
I am forsaken.
Weaponsmith.
Beware the living. Hello?
Man, I'm always tired.
What would you ask of death?
I want a bag. Thanks, man.
Remember, patience, discipline.
Take something from a crazy person. No, they want us to show her what she looks like. They want us to take a mirror to her. She hates the undead. She called us all monsters, even though we told her she was one of us. And they're like, "Oh, go take this mirror to her." Like, yeah, this is gonna.
I live my life in the shadows.
Get away from me, you monster! Don't look at me. I'm hideous. You're not hideous, Lillian. You're one of us. Here, look in this mirror and see for yourself.
There is much to be done.
I just handed her a plate. You don't understand. I can't be undead. Not me. Not now. Isn't this the ending of Shrek?
I haven't got all day.
You see, she ran away. What a shame. Very well. As long as she's maintained her free will, there's still hope. I can keep you busy here in town all week, but you seem to be more the fighting type. Elrith looks you over and nods. Yes, you'll do just fine. I'd like you to talk to Executioner Aaron. Follow the path north, out of Death Knell. You'll find him not far past the barricades.
Do not seek death.
Alrighty. Let's go find Executioner Aaron and see what kind of assistance we can give him. You wretched ghoul! Get him, Q-tip!
Target.
Ooh, got healing potion. Hey, buddy. Nice hair.
I am forsaken.
What do we have here? A new warlock ready for battle, huh? Yeah. First of all, look at your armor. You're a mess. Wow, look at you. You don't look much better. At least I got style. If you'd like to stay in one piece, and I've no doubt you do, perhaps I can help. If you can gather some paws and wings from the wolves and bats nearby, maybe I'll find some armor for you. You'll find the creatures to the north and to the west of here. Alright.
Embrace the shadow.
Let's go murder the wildlife. We need 4 scavenger paws, 4 dusk bat wings. I hear like a whispering when that shadow bolt hits. These bats are really small. The voices. What? Oh. Look at this guy, Banjo. This guy's trying to make a joke. Some crazy voices, man. Play Hellblade with a headset on. We got 2 more wings. I don't understand why I couldn't get 4 paws off of one wolf and 2 wings off of 1 bat. Okay, this guy on the way back. I think we're probably about halfway done with death now. Shadow Glen, I guess. So, try your best to keep yourself unharmed until I get you some armor. Thank you. This armor should help you out. Hopefully it should do you more good than the last one to wear it. One of our greatest struggles is obtaining natural resources we need to survive. Gold was scarce in Lordaeron, even at the height of the Alliance's power so many years ago. There's a gold mine to the west that has been overrun with spiders. We need gold from the mine, but we very well can't get it while spiders are crawling around in there. I've not much manpower to commit to the task, so we'll just have to do it little by little. Get up there and see what you can do for us. You got it, boss. So we got the fear spell. That's good. We get overwhelmed. So we need to kill 8 young spiders and 5 adult spiders.
I need the target.
Said there's a mine over here. Oh, it's up there. That large venom sac is used by tailors to create anti-venom. I know that sounds weird, but it's because they got rid of the first aid skill and now it's part of tailoring. So, which I never really understood. I mean, let everybody have the ability to give themselves a little bit of healing on a 1-minute cooldown doesn't seem like it's a big deal to me, but Alright, now we gotta fight some nightweb spiders, the adult ones. The black widows. Yeah, that first hunt last night, man, I was not prepared. I had put together the set and everything. I didn't upgrade any of the armor. I ran out of ammo and I went to go like make my ammo, and I had forgotten to update my radio menu, so I had to go into my actual crafting thing, and that was when one of my carts happened. I was trying to quickly find the correct ammo to craft, and Bolvadon pounded on me. Alright, so we got all the spiders in here, but I would like to explore this cave a little bit. These aren't hostile, so just want to see what's all the way at the back. Be kind of weird if there's nothing back here. And there's nothing back here. You know what? That's kind of weird. Got any toys that could... Oh yeah, Wayfarer's Bonfire. That's the Dark Souls. A little reference there. Good job, Q-Tip. You can see almost everybody doesn't like us, except for the Blood Elves. The Blood Elves are friendly towards the Forsaken by default.
What now?
Well, it's a start. It'll take a few weeks or months to fully clean out the infestation. After that, we'll have to get down there with some torches to burn away the webbing. You've done your duty well. While you were inside that cave, your big friend Darnell came by with some alarming news. Since the Valkyrie arrived, we've seen more and more undead that chose not to join our forces under the banner of the Dark Lady. They've been gathering in a small camp here in the valley, and now they've organized forces. They plan to attack Deathdale. Darnell is just down the road to the east. Be careful. While those undead aren't completely brainless, they're still not quite right in the head.
Farewell.
Alright, we got a flax vest. Oh boy. Don't we look freaking dapper? Yeah, I heard it put the Forsaken joined the Horde not because they agreed, because they couldn't afford any more enemies. They joined the Horde because, yeah, they weren't strong enough on their own, and nobody else, like the Alliance, wouldn't accept them, obviously. But they're here by circumstance, and that was the same situation with the Blood Elves. The Blood Elves were like, not all of the Kelderai, not Kelderai. Is it Kelderai? Kelderai, Shalderai, Balderai, Cinderai. So the Cinderai are the Blood Elves. They're the ones specifically that followed Kael'thas, and they became addicted to magic they became addicted to magic when the Sunwell was destroyed. Their source of infinite magic was gone, so they had to resort to some pretty shady shit in order to get the magic they needed to avoid what was called withering, which is basically they become undead. They become mana crazed, mindless zombies, and the Alliance was like, I don't think so, man. We're not going to have somebody join our forces that's sucking the life force out of stuff around them. And the Horde was like, hey, man, we got zombies, cowmen, former slaves. We're green because we drank demon blood. Like, they're just kind of like a motley crew of misfits. So
This had better be good.
you made it. You see those tents up there? That's where we're heading. The battle's probably already started. Let's do it. Ooh. A short sword dagger. I'm gonna get the short sword because it looks cool. While you were taking care of matters for Executioner Arn, I went off on an assignment of my own. Shadow Priest Sarvis asked me to peek in on the Rotbrain camp. There's a reason why they're called Rotbrains. Their leader goes by the name Marshal Redpath, and he's an absolute beast. We just met him earlier. Look, the attack is starting. You're better in combat than I am. Get in there and help out. When you're done, meet up with Shadow Priest Sarvis in the chapel. Good luck.
Beware, our enemies abound.
Let's equip a new sword. Hell yeah. Now we're a true adventurer. Alright, so we have to kill 8 Rotbrain Undead and Marshal Redpath. There's a really cool book called Before the Storm. It's a book that takes place between Legion in battle for Azeroth. And it taught basically the leader of the Alliance, Prince King Anduin Wrynn. At the time, he really brokered for peace, right? Because he's a priest first and foremost. And in the priest, the Order Hall, class Order Hall, there's people from all races, all walks of life, and they all work together for the common good. There's undead there, there's Tauren, trolls, all of them. They all work for the common good. And he's like, well, how come the priests can set aside their differences, but everybody else can't? So he sends out a missive to all people, all the refugees in his city that were from Lordaeron, and was like, hey, did you guys have any family members in Lordaeron that died there or went missing there? And he's like, yeah. But they're like, yeah, we did. So he got a list of all these people that went missing in Lordaeron, and he sent an emissary to Sylvanas and said, hey, I have a list of people. I'm curious. I would like to try to make a bridge between our peoples, and I'm curious to see if any of these people are amongst your people now. So Sylvanas meets up with this group who has taken temporary leadership of the Undercity since Sylvanas became the war chief temporarily. Ooh, we just got a green simple branch of the Aurora held in offhand. Heck yeah. So she meets up with this group it was called the Desolate Council. That was made up of members of the Forsaken, but citizens of the Forsaken, not commanders in the military. It was citizens in the Forsaken that kept the Undercity and Lordaeron moving while Sylvanas was gone. You know, they kept the economy from collapsing and everything while their leader just kind of bailed on them. And the Desolate Council was like, yeah, this is a great idea. And Sylvanas thought it was a horrible idea, but Sylvanas didn't want to risk the ire of her people at the time. So she allowed the Desolate Council to track these people down. Being born again under the power of the Valkyrie is a strenuous process. Many don't survive the shock, turning into zombies or ghouls. Others retain just enough humanity to seem normal on the outside, but they're sick inside. We should have slain those rot brains the day they were raised. As for you, you're a strong warlock. I knew you'd do well. You'll be heading out of Death Knell soon. Sarvis produces a piece of paper within his robes. This will need to be taken to my field agent, Deathguard Simmer. This information contains the whereabouts of the last few holdouts from the Scarlet Crusade. We will destroy these Crusaders once and for all, and I have a feeling you'd be instrumental in that effort. Take the road. Whoops. That was unfortunate. Sorry about that. I kept postponing Norton today, and it was like, we're gonna update in 15 minutes. And then it was like, postponed for 2 hours, postponed for 2 hours. And then, finally it was like, no, you're done. We told your ass you need to update. We're gonna do it. And I didn't realize it because it was behind, it was doing the countdown like behind all my applications. So then all of a sudden, like I saw a flash in the bottom taskbar on one of my other monitors. So I clicked on it, see what it was, and it was like giving me a 20-second countdown until it was going to restart, and I thought that it was just like a reminder, so I didn't even think nothing of it. So I was like, oops, I didn't mean to click that, and then all of a sudden my computer just shut off. I was like, oh shit. Anyway, welcome back. Thanks for being patient. Disperse information as you deem necessary. Tirisfal Regional Command, Captain Malric, Captain Vacon, Captain Perrin. Directives by the order of the High Lord. Captain Perrin, further fortify your position at the Southwest Tower as designated. Additional supplies will be dispatched at a later date. In the meantime, material should be obtained from... Is that how you spell material? I think it is. It just looks weird to me. Should be obtained from the surrounding farms. Also, further reconnaissance and information should be gathered about the organization of the Undead in Brill. Captain Vacon, there appears to be increased movement by the Undead near the Northern Tower. This insurgence must be quickly and decisively dealt with. Captain Melrock, there are concerns about the level of organization of the Undead near the borders of the Plaguelands. A fresh group of men will be dispatched to come to your position in the coming weeks. Glory unto the light. Okay, dokie. So we are leaving Death now. The hand holding place for the Undead, and we are heading. Did we get flax pants? Dude, I don't think we got pants. No, we didn't. How are they gonna go and do us like that? Maybe this quest that we're doing right now has pants as the reward. It doesn't. Why? Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. Why would you not give me a full matching set? You jerks. Anyway, so as I was saying, so there were a few people that responded back that said, yeah, I had people that were alive, or I had people that died in Lordaeron, and then the Desolate Council responded back to Anduin that, yeah, those people died and were resurrected, they were part of the Forsaken, and that they would agree to meet with the humans if the humans agreed to meet with them. And most humans did not. They were like, absolutely not. But some of them were like, yeah, I would love to see my loved ones again. Even if they're undead, it's got to be them still. So they met, and it went really freaking well. Like, really well. And Sylvanas didn't like that. She did not like the fact that there were these Forsaken that were sworn to her that all of a sudden had some remnants of their past lives that were accepting them. She used the whole "you're a monster, they'll never accept you" trope to control her people for a long time, and you know, she was basically proven wrong. And she didn't like that. So some of the undead were like, we're gonna go and spend more time with our family. And so she goes, you're deserting the Forsaken, and she just opened fired on her own people. And in the process, she ends up killing a very important lore character. So basically, because she was losing her fear tactics to control people, she destroyed what any semblance of peace could have been had by that event.
Speak quickly.
Yes, what do you want? Yes, this is very good. You've done well obtaining this information. Names of the Scarlet Crusade officers in the Tirisfal Glades. Imagine the blow we could deal to the morale of those bloody zealots if we were to kill their leaders in one swift strike. I'll pass this information forward.
Embrace the shadow.
Humans are notoriously fickle creatures. The farmers to the west are no exception. Sure, they may be plowing their fields peacefully now, but tomorrow they may be raising their sides against us. The alliance looms close by in Gilneas, and the power of Stormwind looms to the south. Any of these could recruit these tillers and use them as a wedge against us. I want them dead. See to it that it's done.
Beware the living.
Right? Apothecary Johann! Hello, Johann! Oh, what have we here? You look like a fledgling warlock, If you hope to prove yourself to the Dark Lady, you need to learn the way of the Forsaken. To the west, you'll find a farm. Humans infest the land like mold on a rotting corpse. And worse yet, the Scarlet Crusade patrols nearby from their tower. Teach those scum a lesson and steal 10 of their precious pumpkins. Once you have 10, bring them back to me.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Alright, homeboy wants to make some pies. Let's go. Cedric Halston.
What do you require?
What do you require? You looking mighty dapper there, sir. Hey man, your jaw might be screwed up, but at least you got one. You work hard your whole life, and then what do you get? Killed by the plague. Then you work even harder, and what do you... in Undeath, and what do you get? Money, yes. And a small estate with a few pesky hangers-on. But happiness? Not so much. I'm lonely in my old age. I need a companion. Use this leash on one of the murlocs at the Whispering Shore to the northwest. You'll have to weaken it first before it can be leashed. Then bring it back to me.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Alright, we got a new curse here. Curse of Weakness. Increase the time between an enemy's attacks by 20%. It's not bad. So, we have to go and capture a murloc. We have to go murder some farmers and collect some pumpkins. If I remember right, there's quite a few random rares in Tirisfal. So, a little bit of information. Tirisfal is actually where Tyr was killed, hence the name Tirisfal, right? And the Order of the Silver Hand, the Paladins, well, technically it was priests first, but they were taught to wield the light by Tyr, which is why when they became warriors, they named themselves after the warrior, what do they call keeper, Tyr. So, because you know the legends in like Norse mythology, right, about Tyr's hand being bitten off by Fenrir, and the dwarves making him a hand out of silver. That's where the whole Order of the Silver Hand comes into play. Let's murder some farmers. No, we don't need to kill that. We don't need to kill that. Wait. Let's throw some curses on these bad boys. These bad man pajamas. No. So, are you thinking Sundays for Back for Blood? The weekend days? To do the double stream? Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like during the week we do our own thing, and then Sundays we team up.
First.
Sounds good to me. Do you remember how to do the dual stream thing? I think Streamlabs have something integrated into it now. But what we were having before wasn't too bad. I don't remember how to do it. we haven't done it since either Bloodborne or Dying Light. I don't remember. I don't think we did it for Bloodborne, actually. Did we? I think we just did it for Dying Light. Maybe we did. We probably did. My memory is shit anymore. I don't know if it's these farmers. Oh, we got a rare Shadow Stalker. It's not coming out. Oh, I don't know if you noticed. Oh, we got a bag and a cape. I was hoping that would cover up our spine, but no. We apparently made a spine slit. Oh, there's another rare. Holy crap.
I need to target something first.
Oh, this is his farm. Solidin Farmstead. Farmer Solidin. Look at that. But I do remember Tirisfal having a bunch of rares. Dang, man. Got another back. So I don't know if you noticed last night when we were playing. I have this move I'm using now that I have been using before. It's a wire bug move. It shoots me up in the air, and then I can actually shoot my mines down on the ground from midair onto the backs of the monsters. So it acts like a giant sticky charge. It's like the equivalent of a barrel bomb. And I was using that to get up out of the way rather than try to dodge. It just seems like I get more clearance faster using that than if I try to do the actual dodge. I did try it on that crab though, Daimyo Hermitar, and he grabbed me out of the air, and I was a little frustrated about that. Not gonna lie. I think that was my first time fighting an afflicted one. But I thought he was going to do way more damage to me when he grabbed me. But the initial swipe where he picks you up, that's where most of the damage comes from. Not him punching you in the face for whatever reason. Alright, we gotta go capture a Vilefin Murloc for this guy, so he's not lonely anymore. Kill this Scarlet Warrior. Ooh, a Scarlet Letter. Lieutenant Gebler. How curious that you would decide to take a prisoner, an undead one at that. What were you thinking? Do you think that, just because the prisoner's former status, that she should be above the edicts of the Scarlet Crusade? This is most troubling, Gebler. I would remind you that there are penalties for such behavior. I command you to execute the prisoner at once. She is no longer one of us. I wonder who they could be talking about. Let's see. I know there's a lot of times in these Murloc camps, there's like right there, I bet. Muad'Dib. Have you watched the new Dune? The newest Dune? Ooh, imbued Pioneer belt. I don't think I can wear that. Oh, it's leather. Got him. No, Q-tip! Get out of here! You killed him! You killed him! Gotcha. Alright, got him. Let's go, little Murloc dude. Let's summon Q-Tip back out. The new dude? Okay. I haven't seen it yet. I'm pretty far behind. But there's quite a few Dune references in this game. Alright, so we have a quest over here to go turn in the Scarlet Letter. Obviously we're gonna do that. But I want to go and see. I think there might be actually be a follow-up quest that sends us over there to kill some Scarlet Warriors. And I don't want to do this run more than once. So I'm gonna go turn this stuff in, and then I think that'll send us back. Plus, I mean, we got to get this Murloc to his new buddy. So Hollow's End is actually going to start soon. I think it's like right after Brewfest. It starts on the 18th. That's a fun holiday, man.
What now?
Deathguard Simmer. Deathguard Simmer looks at you expectantly. You have the makings of a mighty warlock Undead. I heard cries of those humans all the way from over here. Perhaps soon we'll be rid of this human blight. We need someone with initiative like yourself to drive the Scarlet Crusade to the grave. Prove to me you're capable of serving the Dark Lady by traveling west towards the tower, past the farmstead, and slaying 10 warriors. See, I knew that was gonna come up. That's why I didn't want to run all the way up that tower, only to have to come back.
Better be good.
Were we able to gather the 10 pumpkins? I did. We're making pie, right? You've performed your bidding well, young warlock. You are proving yourself to be quite the asset to the Dark Lady's army. Well, you know, that's what I do. I'm an asset. I'm a dumb asset. These pumpkins have a purpose. They'll be the delivery mechanism for my latest batch of plague, which should be particularly painful and virulent concoction. However, the plague requires a few rare ingredients. Okay. We'll need marrow petals, which grow at the bottom of Stillwater Pond, just to the east of here. We'll need Zabarin's thorn, which grows on rocky cliffs to the northwest. Finally, we need some briny sea cucumbers, found in the surf off the Whispering Shore.
Beware the living.
Okay, so we're not making pie. We're creating a particularly painful and virulent plague. Doesn't seem something that a good guy would do.
Hello?
Oh, look at him. Isn't he the most adorable thing you've ever seen? Thank you. I feel more energetic already.
Trust no one.
And it is Sparky the Murloc. Interesting. So we got a new spell. Create Hellstone, which is basically Warlock-free potion. And they can be traded. Alright, so we are, let's see here. Scarlet Warrior, Scarlet Letter, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna go and grab whatever's over here first. And then work our way back. $160 yards. I think this is the thing that's the pond. I think he said. Stillwater Pond. Yep. That's not creepy at all. Marrow petal. Much heavier than it looks. Is this a flower? Oh, you see the fish? There's skeletons. And a giant turtle skull. I figured there'd be a lot more bodies in the bottom with a name like Stillwater Pond. Alrighty, so let's go and get our Zavrin's Thorn next, I think. Maybe? Oh, that's a big boy. Bane. This is our third rare of the night.
I need to target something first.
Ooh. Imbued disciples bands. Wow. We can wear them. Put them on me, Captain. Uh-oh. You're not gonna get me. No, chest face. Born in the forest, molded by it. He didn't see the plains till he was already a man. Alright, Zavrin's Thorn. Paper thin leaf with razor sharp edges. So yeah, one of the features in Dragonflight is Dragonflight. You get your own dragon, and it has its own like set of skills that you can level up, and you unlock appearances for it. I'm guessing like wings and colors and horn shapes and stuff like that. And then like you can like level it up for like speed, or like there's a whole skill associated with it. And they're bringing in like talents again, like real talents. Right, let's go get some sea cucumbers, some sea cukes. These look like maggots. Still squirming violently, even outside of the water. I'm not out of the water yet. I still haven't decided what class I'm gonna main. I feel like I should probably do a DPS class of some kind for like the first couple months till I'm familiar with like all the dungeons and everything. I was really vibing with healing in the last expansion, so I might at the risk of sounding like a loser, I might play a DPS class until like the healing meta gets discovered, and then switch over. Because I am not the best healer, so I want to have the biggest advantage I can possibly have. You know, I don't want to go in picking the class that's going to be at the bottom of the ladder, because my skill ceiling is a bit lower than other people's, so I'm already going to be at a disadvantage when it comes to healing. Also, I don't know if Wopo's going to be playing, and I don't want to heal for randos.
I don't have a target.
So if I were to do this normally, they would have sent me over here to take on these guys, and I would have found the letter as I was killing these guys. So I think I just preemptively killed one or two of them. Must have attacked me on the road or something. Alright, there's two. Dos. Three. So there's a free game on Steam right now, called Shatterline. So I don't know if you're a big fan of first-person shooters, but it's a co-op PvE first-person shooter, and it's a roguelike. So you pick your class, right? There's like 6 or 7 classes, and then you get thrown in onto this level, and you go through 4 tiers of like, I don't want to say questing, but 4 tiers of objectives. And throughout those objectives, you find supply drops that have challenges around them, and those supply drops allow you to get like pieces of equipment or buffs or whatever that you keep throughout the whole playthrough, right? Ooh, we found a chest. A warrior's girl, weak troll's blood elixir. That's a weird thing to find in a chest. Go ahead and pop that. That's going to give us a little bit of health every 5 seconds. And yeah, so you do the, it basically feels like a harder version of like squatting up and doing some like Destiny public events. It's much more dangerous than the Destiny public events. But then at the end you get like blueprints for crafting and medallions for purchasing stuff on the store, and then character XP and like appearance items and stuff. Attachments for your guns. The more you use a gun, you level it up, you get attachments for it, things like that. It's fun for being a free game, and it ran surprisingly well for being in early access. You could tell that they put a lot of work into it, which is why I'm surprised. What is this? Oh, who could have foreseen this?
I live my life in the shadows.
Lillian frickin' Voss.
My blades stay sharp.
What are you doing? Get out of here. I'm here to rescue you. First of all, I don't need to be rescued. It's very important that you note that. First of all, I don't need to be rescued. That is the most truthful thing she will ever say. Second of all, I'd never allow myself to be rescued by an abomination like you. Lillian, you're one of the Forsaken, like me. Which brings us the question, why did the Scarlet Crusade put you in a cage? They usually kill the undead on sight. I'm not undead. Not for long, anyway. My father will rescue me. I know it. Father?
Keep your guard up.
There we go. Lieutenant Gebler. We saw him in the note. We heard about him. Watch this shit. Lieutenant Gebler says, "The time has come, my little captive. Word has come back from your father." Gebler, you came. What did he say? High Priest Voss denounces you as his daughter. He's ordered you to be executed immediately. What? No, this can't be. Gebler, you know me. We were friends once. The High Priest sends his regrets. He had hoped that one day you would be a powerful weapon against our enemies. Unfortunately, you were too dangerous in life, and you're far too dangerous in undeath. I'll enjoy killing you. Gebler, father, why would you? So, the world of the living may have turned its back on me, but I'm no damn scourge. Just go. So what's important about that is she just demonstrated that at any point in time, she could leave that cage. She was not a prisoner. And secondly, that was a high-ranking warrior of the Scarlet Crusade. She teleported out with no equipment and killed him. Right? She's not very high level. She had no equipment whatsoever. She's in a confused state. And she completely annihilated that dude. And he had every bit of advantage she could have against her. Right? This isn't even her in her, like, final... This isn't even her final form. And you notice that purple fire, that black and purple fire that came out around her? It's important to keep note of that. She is a very, very powerful woman. Variety is the spice of death. Alright, we need to clear up our bags a little bit. It's getting a little crowded. Alright, we got almost a gold, so we could buy some better. 2 of them anyway. I thought we had enough for 3 of them. Oh, we did. It equipped it. Alright, I think we're getting another bag from this quest in here, so that's fine. Deathguard Simmer looks at you expectantly. Most excellent. Your skill in the art of combat is undeniable.
Remember,
A letter? What does it say? The Scarlet Crusade takes no prisoners. That they would do so with this young woman. Curious. The powers that you described are even more curious. She passed through the bars of her prison and killed her captor. Why hadn't she done that in the first place?
our time will come.
Why indeed?
I'm listening.
Alright, this guy's sketch. I've got a feeling this will be my best batch yet. Excellent work. Now comes the fun part. What do you mean the fun part? Harmless pumpkins, right? Or so it would seem. If we're to defeat the scourge advances from the north and the human infestation from the south, we need to start realizing the full potential of our gift of undeath. With a little ingenuity, a simple pumpkin becomes an agent for our Dark Lady. This pumpkin, laced with my latest formula, will prove to be quite a treat. Yet another Scarlet Zealot has been captured and is being kept outside by the gazebo. Take this pumpkin to the fool.
Our time will come.
Wait, let me get this straight. This guy wants us to feed a plague-infested pumpkin to a prisoner of war? That seems really the opposite of good. Stay away, foul and unholy creature. May the light protect me. The Scarlet Crusade shall rid Azeroth of your... Oh, wait. Is that food for me? I am so hungry. Oh, and they starved him, too. Yeah, I have a pumpkin. By the light, finally some food. Sweet, sweet pumpkin. Yep. Yep, we did that. Awesome. Alright. Gordo. Gordo's task. Master wants weed. Master wants weeds. Us gots big hands and not good at picking. You help us and we not hurt you. Us need gloomweed. Many weeds around here and near road. When you have gloomweed, you take to Master Holland and Brill. Alright, so let's go find some weed. Oh, we got a new ability, Health Funnel. Sacrifice 25% of your maximum health to heal your summon demon for 200% of the amount sacrificed. Right, gloomweed. No flavor text. No flavor. This gloomweed's got no flavor. Flav. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Run away. Chest face. Oh no. Another one. Help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, baby Jesus. Help me, Oprah. Get the decrepit dark down off of me. Oh, thank you for the sub, by the way. Sorry, I meant to thank you earlier, but I got distracted. So bad. So bad. Whoa, that's the big bat. Oh, it's a rare. Take that bat out. Imbued Pioneer boots. Leather. Poopy. Alright, we gotta. I bet this guy's gonna be like, go kill a bunch of those zombies that you were just killing to get to that rare.
What would you ask, Undead?
Halt! Come no closer, mindless one. Ah, my apologies. I took you for one of the Scourge. I hope you're here to fight, for we, the Forsaken, are besieged. Scourge have trickled into Tirisfal and have infested this area. I need someone to beat back the rotting dead and ravaged corpses that have taken this small farm. Scatter their bones and bring back the putrid claws. The Death Guards will reward you.
Farewell.
Oh, we already read that. I hope you're here to fight. Yeah. Speaking frankly, the Forsaken of yesteryear were sniveling, pathetic group. We huddled together in decrepit old human buildings, hiding from the Scourge, cowering from the Alliance, and groveling at the foot of the Horde. Look before you now and see the product of a new Forsaken. We have made our mark on Azeroth, and that mark will grow. Our dominion will soon blanket the world. You want my advice? Speak to Magistrate Severin in Brill, down this road. He runs the town.
Beware. Our enemy is about
Well, sir, I really don't like your sentiment about taking over the world.
I don't have a target. I need a target.
So the end, one of the, so I got all the endings for the Surge 2, and I'm not sure if it was like this in both
I
of
don't
them.
have a target.
I just noticed it in the second ending. But the little girl, who's involved in the story, at the end of the game, she has her own little cutscene and she says some words. And like right at the beginning, the whole thing about the Surge 2 is a nanite swarm is attacking the city. And they put up this thing they called the Great Wall, which is made of these giant magnets, which create a field that keeps the nanites from going over. But if you do what I will call the violent ending, I don't want to call it a bad ending, I'll call it the violent ending. You get this cool set of armor and everything, and then she does this cutscene where she says some stuff, and then it zooms in on her eye, and you see the reflection in her eye. Just countless nanite swarms coming down on where she's looking out over, right, which is outside of the city. And that was so freaking, like, when I saw that, I was like, oh shit.
I
Like,
am forsaken.
it was such a cool feeling, and to have that feeling just be from the reflection in a child's eye. Have you completed the task which I have charged you? Do you have those putrid claws? I do, sir. Well done. I enjoyed watching you smash those undead to a rotting pulp.
Trust no one.
I'm gonna leave. You are very aggressive. And you told me not to trust anyone, so I'm assuming that extends to you. Alright, let's go to Bree. Brill, not Bree, sorry. I've been playing Lord of the Rings. Brill. The new Brill, I might add, with all new architecture. It used to look like just like a decrepit human village, and the undead were like, nah, screw this. They ripped all the buildings out and they rebuilt it. Looks so cool. Executor Zygon. A thorn in our side. Information we've received from Executor Aaron and Death Knell contain all the details we need to wipe the human infestation from the lands. According to the information, the Scarlet Crusade has assigned Captain Perrine and a brigade to the ruined tower southwest of Brill. Kill 3 of his zealots and 3 of his missionaries, and while you're there, see if you can dig up any information about what they're up to.
Watch your back.
War Chief's command. We're not going to do that. That is
Farewell.
the breadcrumb quest into the next zone. Alright, Death Guard
What
Morris.
now?
Flying Brill. Executioner Zygon asked me to take a stock of our equipment here in Brill. With the Scourge and worse lurking in the woods, he doesn't want the Death Guards to lack any gear they might need. I found that we, in general, are well stocked, but we do need more weapons to replace those lost in the field. Here is the requisition order for what is needed. The weapon dealer, Gordon Wyndham in the Undercity. Take it to the Bat Handler and speak with her about transport.
Our
So that's the
time will come.
breadcrumb quest that shows you how to use the taxi. Junior Apothecary
shadows
Holland. Gordo's task. Where's that useless abomination? Either you have what I need, or you'd best get out of here and find it. What's this? Gloomweed? I have no need for gloomweed. That mindless mass of flesh is out there picking daisies and convincing the lady knows how many dupes like you into doing the same. No offense. We'll deal with the Gloomweed later. For now, I've got other matters to discuss.
Intriguing.
Lady Sylvanas has called upon the Royal Apothecary Society. She has challenged us to concoct a new plague, a plague deadlier than any ailment on Azeroth. This disease will bring our enemies, living and dead, to ruin. My studies show that the blood of beasts might prove to be the key here. Fill these vials with Darkhound blood so I can test my theory. Right. Go ahead and turn this back quest in here.
What do you require?
This is just, like I said, the quest that teaches you how to use the
Goodbye.
taxi, which we clearly know how to use already. So there is the chef. Alright, so this guy right
I'm
here.
listening.
So talk to this guy. This is a secret if you ever play, Jake. So talk to
What is
William Saldine here. I want to browse your goods, buy some special chicken feed. Wait a minute.
Watch your back.
Is that done? Can you do that here? It's a lot of pages. I'm sorry. I don't think you can do that here. So what you do is you buy that feed from him.
And
Right.
you are.
So you buy the special chicken feed,
Beware,
and it's important to
lady.
notice his last name, right? In here, let me do this so my map is uncovered. So when you go down here to Westfall, there's a place called Saldine's Farm, right? This guy's name is William Saldine. His brother lives here, and there are chickens running all over his farm. If you do the cluck emote at them a ton of times, eventually one will stop and look at you, and you can give it that chicken feed, this is where the horde characters procure it. You give them the chicken feed, and they will lay an egg, and you get this Westfall chicken as a battle pet.
I haven't got all day.
Let's make this in our home. Alright, we go up here? Looks like we go up here. It is a very noisy chicken.
What is it?
Yes, I'm Brill's local magistrate, reporting directly to the Dark Lady. Impress me, and you may end up meeting the Banshee Queen herself. Now, on to your first task. I need a fresh report from our Death Guard way station to the east. I must know if more Scourge forces have slipped past the bulwark and into Tirisfal. Our vigilance on the border to the Plaguelands must be maintained. We can't let the Scourge get a stronger foothold here. Travel south along the road, then east at the fork to the way station. Speak with Death Guard Linnea. She has information that I need.
Trust no one.
So we got a few quests here. So, the ride to the Undercity is not that important unless we have to go there to finish up the quests. War Chief Command Silverbright and Porus is the same boat. So we need 5 Darkhound blood. I'm actually going to get rid of these. And we need to go down here to kill the Scarlet guys. And we need to dismiss this chicken, because he is Very loud. Ooh, man. I really wanted to take a nap after I got off of work tonight, but I was like, dude, if I do that, then there's no way I'm getting up. I'm gonna sleep until 11 o'clock.
I need to target something first.
Whoa, buddy. You deserve to lose this land for what your people did to us. Now back off or face the wrath of the Worgen. As far as you know, a Worgen rogue roaming Tirisfal is new development. This is something that Executioner Zygan would be certainly interested in. That is definitely interesting. I don't remember that quest. That caught me off guard, not gonna lie.
Too far away.
I want a different demon. I mean, I know that this is probably going to be the best one we have for a while, but I want a different one.
I don't have a target.
So I'm still not 100% sure on what game I'm going to work on the platinum for next. I was thinking Dragon Quest 11. It is kind of a long one. I think it's like estimated 80 hours. But I have a save file that I'm really far in. I could just download from the cloud and pick up where I left off. But it's a turn-based game. You know, it's not like a high-octane, like, knee-jerk reaction kind of shit. So I could just, like, take my time and chill with it. Though I will admit, like, I platinumed the Surge, too. And, like, I almost wanted to play, just go back and just keep going. Like, on New Game Plus, just to see, like, obviously you can't. Like, obviously there's no reason to stop. But, like, I was really enjoying the combat on the Surge, too. It was really good. And it took me a while to get used to how the consumables worked. Because Surge 1 acts like, kind of like Dark Souls does. Where you have, like, a finite amount of... Well, for the most part, you have a finite amount of consumables that are dictated by the implants that you wear. But then there's this thing called the Metavoltaic injection, which uses your energy to heal you. Well, that's basically how it works in the Surge 2, is you get battery charges and you can bank these battery charges into your injectable. And that's how you have healing. So you essentially, as long as you get battery charges, you have unlimited healing in the Surge 2, but you have to do enough damage to gain enough energy for it. Whereas in the first one, I think at the end of the game, I think I had like 18 heals or something like that. Imagine playing Dark Souls and having 18 Estus flasks. Urgent Scarlet Memorandum. An urgent memo regarding an escapee, Lillian Voss. Man, that name, man, just keeps coming up. An urgent message to all Scarlet officers and enlistees. The Scourge agent known as Lillian Voss has escaped from her captivity at Scarlet Palisade. She is to be considered highly dangerous and should be killed on sight. She has already slain 15 of our men. None were left wounded. Do not try to apprehend her. Doing so will result in death. She is an enemy to the Crusade and must be crushed immediately. The Crusader who returns her head to the High Priest will be awarded with 1,000 gold. Refer any questions to your commanding officer. BV, which I'm assuming is her dad. This B is his last name. V for Vendetta. Against Lillian. I swear he sent us down here to kill somebody with a name. I was wrong. You can eat the chicken feed? Banjo, you want some chicken feed? I got some. Technically, it's not for chickens. It's for Kazooie. He's having a rough time, man. He's been like molting for what seems to be like 2 weeks now. Basically, since I did my office, it was when I noticed the opinions coming in on his head. They're still coming in. I think it's just getting old, and it's getting harder for him to do that, to grow them. And he's been eating like crazy. And I ran so far away. Gotta get away. Alrighty. Let's go talk to Mr. I'm creating another plague.
They'll all be mine in the end.
Have you collected the Darkhound blood yet? Time is fleeting. You've done well, and I thank you for your efforts. I am to understand that another reason those foolish dwarven mountaineers has just been captured. The Death Guard has him stored here in this building, and they've assigned one of their own to persuade him not to escape. Why don't you go and see how the captured mountaineer enjoys this drink I made for him? It contains a subtle hint of what the Dark Lady has planned for the rest of Azeroth. Dude, we're doing it again? My lord. Why, if I had my trusted rifle, you'd be as good as dead. Just wait until the steam tank brigade arrives to rescue me. Ah, I drink at last. What matter of ale is this? I'm sure it's no Rhapsody malt, but I'll take anything to wet the whistle at this point. What's gonna happen to you now? Oh, he just straight up died. You're a terrible person.
The dead shall serve.
As you're probably already realizing, the Royal Apothecary Society is a widespread organization. We take our plague alchemy seriously. It is our belief that the more agents we have performing experiments, the sooner we will realize our objective. One of our agents performs his work at a small encampment to the north of here. His name is Jared, and he could use an apprentice of your stature. What? Scoliosis? He's specifically looking for somebody, a warlock with scoliosis? I got him covered, man. Executioner Zygan,
Forsaken.
born on our side. We shall herd the Scarlet Crusade like cattle to their demise. It sounds like we'll have to keep our eyes out for this Voss character. I don't expect any Forsaken to receive a reward if we capture her. I'm just worried she'll eventually turn against us. Yes, that makes sense. Since the Worgen have come streaming out of Gilneas, I knew it would only be a matter of time before they arrived here in Tirisfal. So the Worgen and the Undead are actually like super enemies, right? And the Worgen are immune to the plague, the Undead plague, because of the curse. So they don't like that. These Worgen must be dealt with, and quickly. Our first priority is to eliminate any which may have infiltrated Brill. I want you to be on the lookout for any suspicious activity here in Brill. We know that these Worgen can hide in the shadows, so look for any signs you can find. Footprints, rocks, anything.
Beware. Our enemy is abound.
Okay. Go find us some Worgen. He's still over at the shop. That looks suspicious. Got another one.
I don't have a target.
What is that? Oh. Uno mas. Right there. Uno mas.
I don't have a target.
Worgen infiltrator. No. Anakin. Anakin. No. Ooh, I got a beak stick. Wait, we needed 5, not 3. You know what the worst part is? I never learned to read. Oh, there's some more sound redemptions, by the way. I added a couple more. I think like 3 or 4. It's actually probably been a few since. It's so sad. Is that true? Everything's but the reading part.
Mama!
That is one big pile of shit.
They wouldn't let me put pile of shit in the channel point redemption. They said it broke their guidelines.
I don't have a target.
Don't you run from me.
Dun, 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 dun.
Get something first.
Na, 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 na.
What would you ask of death?
You think they've been right under our noses. I'll put my death guards on alert. This will not happen again.
Trust no one.
Alright, so let's go down here to Forsaken Duties. Duty. Actually, no, let's go up north first. If I was level 10, I could get the riding skill, and this would be so much faster. Level 10, we get our next demon. Oh, we have soul shards. Soul shards are consumed to cast most powerful spells. While out of combat, you generate them. I do not actually even have that. So you lied to me. Ooh, undead gnolls. Look, an undead monkey. You forgot one.
Hold on to your butts.
Hello.
Garen's Haunt. Holland. He's an amateur. You don't need a fancy 2-story apothecarium to make plague. You need love and maybe some good assistance. Let me show you how plague is really made.
Remember, patience, discipline.
Doomweed. My envoy just delivered to me a bushel of gloomweed. Gloomweed! I don't need gloomweed. I need doomweed! You can see the predicament that I'm in. I'll make it worth your while to gather what I need. Bring back to me enough doomweed and I'll give you a suitable reward. It is my understanding that they like to plague the flora in your mass grave sites. To the north of the Brill Graveyard. Hurry and be mindful of the gnolls in the area. Alright. Oh look, it's Crispin. The leper gnome. Hi Crispin.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm alright. You've been better. Working for Jared isn't all that bad. He might lose his temper now and again, but he pays well, and he gives me a boost when I can't reach something in the cart. The mass graves within the forest to the west of us were made to accommodate the impressive number of deaths Tirisfal suffered when the plague first came. The bodies in these graves have so far been spared an undeath, but the Scourge now send wrought-hide gnolls to gather the corpses and use them to bolster their armies. This cannot be allowed. Their task is twofold: slay the wrought hives of the mass graves and Garen's Haunt, and gather from them the embalming ichor that gives them life.
Be seeing you.
Just wanted to use that ability. So that's a drain life. That's a channeled ability that would that constantly gives you health back during its duration. I think I'm gonna go check out the inside of that house, or that barn over there. So we need 8 grave robbers. Don't think I've seen any grave robbers yet. Just mongrels.
I don't have a target.
These are some really low resolution models. Is there anybody in here? I found the plague! Oh, is that transparent? That is a transparent, and that's a beast, so it can be tamed. If you're a hunter. It's pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. Alright, let's go get our doomweed, not gloomweed. Doomweed. Not to be confused with gloomweed, boomweed, or broomweed, or doomseed.
Target.
Eating their own texture packs. They gotta eat something. So I made fish fillets. Wow, just a regular rabbit. It's not plagued. It's not undead. It's just a rabbit. Huh. So I made fish fillets, broccoli florets, steamed broccoli, and tater tots for supper tonight. Before my wife went to work, she went and made herself a plate, and she didn't realize that there were tater tots in the air fryer. And here's the grave robbers. And so she comes to sit down to eat, and she's just got this like big old pile of broccoli and fish, and she thought that was all that I had made. And I'm like, no, you have tater tots in the air fryer too. She's like, wait, there's more food? Baked some fish. And I like air fryer tater tots. They're not bad, but there's something about like traditionally fried tater tots that just, I don't know, they just pop better. Like the outside in the air fryer, the outside of them, they get real crispy. I'll give them that. But like then you get to the middle and there's just like, I don't know. To me, tater tots in the regular, like traditionally fried, the middle seems to be more like almost like a mashed potato kind of consistency once you get past the crunchiness. But the air fryer ones, it tastes like you can still taste all of like the diced chunks of potato. Like they all have their own shape. They never like combine during the cooking process. Here I am like sitting here like going in depth to how the inside of a tater tot is when you cook it. I'm so fat. Uno mas, grave robber, uno mas. Ooh, there's a chest, so dos mas.
I don't have a target.
You reduced my intellect by 2? I'm a baby warlock. I need all my smarts. All we wanna do is eat your brains. Look at these mass graves. It's so comfy. So comfy. Take a quick nap here with my homies. My tongue moving. Can't tell because of the stupid curse. I found a burnt cloak. We are so close to being able to learn how to ride. That's what we're gonna do. Kill this guy here. Will this level me? No. How much do I need? Like 50? My imp is doing more damage than me. There we go. Alright, so learn to ride. Got it. Got it. We've seen this quest before. Now we gotta pick our spec. We got agony, or we got affliction, master of damage over time. I don't like damage over time for questing. Demonology, master commander of demons, or destruction, master of chaos who calls down fire to burn and demolish enemies. I feel like I'm gonna go demonology. just because that's kind of like Warlock's like special, you know, is demons. Summon our new demon. Goodbye, Q-Tip. Hello. Grimdock. I was so hoping that was Grimlock. I was so excited. Hey, Grimlock, not Big Bozo. Me, Grimlock King. Oh, the Dinobots. Okay. So the reason I wanted to get that was because I wanted the ability to ride a horse.
Beware the living.
So, artisan riding.
Our time will come.
Undead horse merchant. So, can buy any of these skeletal horses. I'm pretty sure I can technically ride the cool looking ones. So we have the black skeletal horse, the brown skeletal horse, or blue, brown. It's just like the color of their flesh. The green skeletal warhorse, ochre skeletal warhorse, purple skeletal warhorse, the red skeletal warhorse, or red horse, red skeletal, white skeletal warhorse. I don't have these ones. That one looks cool though. And then there is this one, which is a very rare drop. Rivendare's Death Charger. It's the blue one. But we are trying to do it with like a legit skeletal. So we're gonna go ahead and ride the say the red one. Alright, now we move much faster. For the like the Worgen and the Goblin starting areas, those are more fluid. Like they just like go here, now go here, now go here, now go here. So you never have to do a bunch of running around. But for some of these older ones, like the Dwarf one and the Undead one, there's a little bit of running, which is why in both of them I wanted to make sure that I had the mount skill at level 10. Because these zones are much larger than the other ones. I wouldn't say larger than the Worgen one. The Worgen one's pretty big.
I am forsaken.
The apothecary mutters to himself. They brought me gloomweed. Gloomweed? Here you go, buddies. Ah, my doomweed. Excellent. Apothecary Jared rubs his hands together greedily. These will come quite handy. You've done me, the lady, a fine service today. As promised, here is the reward that you deserve. While you were collecting samples for me, my experiments led me to realize more reagents are required for this new disease to spread properly. Poisoning some hapless victims is child's play. Plaguing an entire world proves to be a bit more complicated. I will need several scales from murlocs in the vicinity. You will find the creatures ambling brainlessly along the coast to the north.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Alright, Crispin.
Hey!
Hey. Oh crap, we had another quest. It seems that Jared has you hunting murlocs to the north. Good. That's good. Okay, so this just appeared. We can use their parts for our poisons. I get a little worried sometimes, though. The Biofin spawning grounds are not far off Tirisfal's northern coast, so you probably noticed several tadpoles among the adults on the shore. If these impressionable young murlocs were to seek revenge against us, that could ruin us. Go chase them and show them that the Forsaken and the Horde are not to be trifled with.
You have a great day now.
She doesn't want us to murder them. Is your task complete? Have you destroyed the dog things and drained them of their ichor? Expertly done. The Scourge are mistaken if they think they can use those corpses against us, and the fluid you gathered from the Rothhide slaves will be studied by my master. It may have secrets we can use against them. Maggot Eye is a foul beast, even by Gnoll standards. He leads a band of renegade Gnolls through the land, tearing up the glades and stealing whatever corpses he can find along the way. Those corpses are ours. We had plans for those. Maggot Eye resides just up the path from us. Show him no mercy. Mercy is for the weak.
Alrighty then.
Hear that, all you mercy mains? Did you see the people that start playing Overwatch 2? They're gonna have to spend 100 hours of playtime before they can get the skins or unlock the original characters. Holy smokes! I have an army! Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, people are pretty pissed about it, so I wouldn't be surprised if they make some kind of change. Hand of Gul'dan! I gotta read what that does, man. Look at all the demons! Hand of Gul'dan calls down a demonic meteor full of imps which bursts forth to attack the target. Deals 21 shadow flame damage on impact to all enemies within 8 yards of your target, and summons 3 wild imps based on the soul shards consumed. I have so many friends.
My, you're a tall one.
Yes. Excellent work. Now if only I could convince Jared to let us move our operation into that shack.
Off and away.
I got a belt. New fancy schmancy belt. Alright, time to fight some more. Gotta go scare us some murlocs. How do we do it? Do we just run into them? Ooga booga booga booga! Did that work? Are we supposed to scare them into the water? Ooga booga! I think we're supposed to scare them into the ocean. Did that one just faint? I don't know if I'm doing this right. Oh, scare them until they pass out with fear. Oh, that's messed up. So do I just have to keep following them until they pass out? Yeah, that's what it looks like you gotta do. It's kind of messed up. It's not the worst thing that we've done. I say we because I refuse to take sole responsibility for this. I refuse to. One more. Ooh, I got a lumberjack axe and ice cold milk. Alrighty. We need one more scale. I'm actually going to run down the beach here because, like I said earlier, usually when it comes to Murloc camps, there's usually a named rare, like, quote-unquote leader. So I'm going to go see if that stands true. There's something inside of that turtle shell. It has a name. Yep. Deeb. Deeb the Murloc. That's our guy. Deeb. Deeb nuts. Got him. Infiltrate leggings of the Fire Flash. Ooh. Intellect, stamina, critical strike, and haste. That would have been really good for that freaking shaman we were playing the other night. Yeah, all of our quests are complete. So let us go. Let us leave. Let us leave. So I saw like a spread of all the casting for Avatar: The Last Airbender so far. And every time I see that and I see Lim on there, I just get so happy. Like, I know somebody personally that is playing in the live action. I just really hope it doesn't suck. I mean, not just for Lim's sake, but also, like, I want to watch a good adaptation. I'm just going to go into it. I'm not excited, but at the same time, it's like going to it knowing that I got to suspend a little because,
Need
like,
assistance?
you can do a lot with cartoons that you can't do with live action. Did they run from you? Good. It's better than killing them. If they live to tell the tale, then future generations of Murlocs will learn to fear us.
Alrighty then. Pleased to meet you.
He sells stuff.
Off and away.
Alright, Jared.
What now?
Off the scales. Were you able to obtain those scales? I was. The scales are perfect. Exactly what I need for this concoction. We're gonna get some slumber sand and some cauldron gloves. So slumber sand is actually pretty unique. It is a consumable item that puts somebody to sleep. You can't get more. You only have the 5 that you get from this quest. Head for the mills. The Agamemnon mills to the west have been lost to the Scourge. The Agamemnon family has been slain and the entire residence has been claimed by the Scourge. This is probably the largest Scourge outpost in Tirisfal. If you think you are enough of a warlock, head up there and speak with Coleman Farthing. He's been doing his best to take the land back and he'll need help. Follow this road, it will take you right to
Remember, patience,
Whoops.
discipline.
This is a road. It's seen better days. Follow this road. Don't mind the army of undead dogmen. You're fine.
What is it?
Oh, get back! Oh, you're not Scourge, are you? Thank the Banshee Queen that you're here. I've greatly underestimated how bad it's gotten up here. The strongest point in the mills is the Agamemnon family crypt. With necromancy, Captain Dargol has raised the ancestors of the Agamons and plans to use them against us. This cannot pass, and you must stop it. Travel to the crypt and defeat the raised ancestors.
Our time will come.
Right. Let's do it. Could go in the crypt, but I don't think it's necessary. I have all the friends. Oh, we leveled up. Got nothing. Level 11 got us nothing. So that is one thing I do like, a change that I really did like, and they do it. They made the change in quite a few different games. Was getting rid of having to go to a trainer to learn your skills. That was all right in the beginning of like MMOs and stuff, but like I really if I'm out and about and I level up and I get a really cool skill, I feel like forcing me to go back to a trainer and to learn it and then run all the way back to where I was is almost more of like a punishment, you know? It's like I really don't want to go 4 towns away to get my skill, you know, and to break my leveling experience. Your action struck a telling blow against the Scourge, and your victory will not go unnoticed, not by the Forsaken, nor by our enemies. Continue the struggle as we all do, and one day the Forsaken will have the dominion over Azeroth that they are owed.
Beware the living.
Alright, so got it. Pants.
I'm listening.
I hope you're well, all things considered. Sit for a spell and hear my tale. The mill's overrun. The Scourge are trying to form a base here at the Agamemnon Mills. If they do, then they can stage further attacks within Tirisfal. The orders have been given. The Scourge and the mills must be destroyed. Collect notched ribs from Rattlecage and Cracked Skull soldiers, and blackened skull from the Dark-Eyed Bone casters.
Goodbye.
Deaths in the family. The Agamemnon family was one of the most prosperous families in Tirisfal. I used to work their mills before the plague. When the Scourge first came, the Agamemnons fortified their home and convinced those in their employ to remain and help them defend. We were fools, but at least we were loyal fools. The Agamemnons, in their prime, doomed us to an undeath. And now they are minions of the Scourge. Serve the Forsaken by defeating the Agamemnons who fell to the plague. Serve me by bringing me their remains.
Trust no
Ooh,
one.
we're gonna get a green from this quest. Oh yeah, fat loot boys! That should be my Dragonflight guild name, the Fat Loot Boys. PhatLuteboiz. Fat Loot Boys. Some ribby ribs. You face Dome Master and his army of minions. Quiet night tonight. Oh, I was like, why is this guy taking so much damage? Devlin Agamon. all of our ribs. Looks like there's a couple bone casters in there. It's convenient. Oh, he respawned already. That's crazy. Oh, there's a rare over there. I was like, that thing looks different than everything else I've been fighting. I'm gonna go grab it. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. My tank is dead. I'm just gonna heal up real quick. So the next WoW stream is going to be the Gilneas starting area. It's going to be the Worgen starting. Gotta decide what class I want to play for the Worgen. I've done monk, mage, shaman, warlock. I was thinking either hunter, which, to be honest, I could do hunter. Survival hunter is the melee one. I've really never played that to any kind of level. And they start with a bulldog, which is like one of my favorite starting pets, so I could probably do hunter. And we could capture pets and name them after people in the chat. So all four of these named people here, the Agamans, they all have had a different undead model. Like one was a skeletal mage, one was a banshee, one was one was like the shambler, and the other one was a ghoul. I don't like the fact that, and this is just me being nitpicky here, and it could be because of how old this zone is, but like the sound of my horse running on this doesn't change when I'm running on the bridge. In newer areas, they do change. It does switch over to like a thud instead of a muffled trot. All right, Coleman, we did your bidding. Mill's overrun. Our battles with the Scourge wage on. Do your part and throw those cursed, mindless undead back into the plague lands. Is that what I was supposed to do? Your efforts are appreciated. I will not thank you for doing what is necessary, but I will remember your name. We're getting a gold! A whole gold! Do you have the remains of the Agamans? Are those cursed beasts finally destroyed? Yep. Revenge has a sweet taste, don't you think? When you destroyed the Agamans, did you catch any hint of free will within them? I hope so. I hope they knew fear before they were smashed into oblivion. That's fucked up, man. It's a foolish hope, I know, but it is a hope I'll foster nonetheless. We're gonna get Darkwood Staff, 12 intellect. We're gonna get all the smarts. All the smarts. I have destroyed the remains you have given to me. That is all the remains except for these. Devlin Agamon was weak and sharp-tongued in life, and was among the first to succumb to the plague. His existence as a slave of the Scourge for a long time, longer than most. As such, he may possess knowledge that would be of value to us. Bring his remains to Magister Severin and tell him what I've told you. He'll know what to do.
Goodbye.
Alright, so first things first, we're equipping this staff. That gave us 12 intellect. It's a lot of smarts. We got Disciples of Bracers. Give us 2 more stamina. Go ahead and use our Hearthstone. Actually, it's a toy box. So I actually have a collection of Hearthstones from the various. I need to get the Brewfest one before Brewfest is over, but from various holidays. This is the Halloween one. That was weird with his tongue. What is that person's name? Marion Call. Alright, Magistrate, we're back. The fetter of Scourge hangs about you. What is it that you seek? Devlin Agamon? Is that him you carry in your sack there? Ah. Yes, I know what Coleman wants to try, and I want to try it too. I hope you're prepared. We're gonna do something fucked up, aren't we? Why the frozen throne lies dormant. The grasp that the Lich King once held over the Scourge grows ever weaker. His grip on a weakling like Devlin Agamon should be weak enough that we can remove it entirely. Speak with Shadow Priestess Malia in the manor on the east side of town. She will assist you with the procedure.
Remember, patience,
Alright.
discipline.
Alright, I will take a break real quick. I'm gonna go grab a drink, and I shall return in a few. Hello, I am back. Turn the lights down a little bit, set the mood. It's really bright, but I hope it doesn't mess up the camera at all. I didn't know what I wanted for a snack, so I opted for candy like a fat ass. Then I forgot my soda when I went into the kitchen because the dog was looking at me like he needed to go out. So let him out. Then let him back in. Walked all the way back to my office. I'm like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. My damn drink. The whole main reason why I got off to begin with. Yeah, I don't look too bad. Probably look worse when I'm running around. Alrighty. So, let's go interrogate ahead. Shadow Priestess Malia. Are you ready to begin the procedure? I am ready. Oh crap, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn chat bubbles back on. Now it is time for us to begin. Devlin Agumon, listen to my voice. Your mortal remains have been gathered here in this place where you spent your childhood. Resist the Lich King's will, Devlin. Come to us. What's going on here? Wait, am I home? You people, what are you doing here? Why are you in my house? Mother, father, Thurman, where are you? Come help me. No, I remember. My family is dead. So am I. My soul belongs to the Scourge. Die, you wretches! Oh. I love it when it comes to violence. Not the only one that has a funny little beam. Can't boot him. You gonna say anything or are we done here? Fine. Fine, you baby. Oh, I also had to pull out a rat. Totally spaced that, so I'm probably gonna be up until at least midnight while that thing thaws.
Speak quickly.
Street 7. How unfortunate. Perhaps the Scourge dominion over Devlin's mind remains too strong. Or perhaps our methods are simply not strong enough. It's also possible that Devlin was too simple-minded to comprehend what we were asking him. Wow, dude, shots fired. You've done much for us here, but men of your caliber are needed elsewhere. To the east lies the Bulwark, a fortified barricade against the ravages of the Plague Lands. The Bulwark protects us from the Scourge invasions, and has allowed enough sanctity to build up the forces here in Tirisfal. Go, speak with High Executioner Darrington. He's an ally, and will doubtless appreciate whatever aid you can give him.
Trust no one.
Alright, but before we do that, we got some more quests we gotta do on the way. Oops. Gotta unwrap my candy.
I haven't got all day.
Magistrate Severin wants to report. Very well. The defenders at the Bulwark are holding the majority of the Scourge at bay, but some do slip through on occasion. We have seen sporadic Scourge activities to the east of this station, with a concentration of one on the Bielnir farmstead.
Embrace the shadow.
Alright.
Hello?
It's so cold now. The plague of undeath crawls through my veins like an icy serpent. The mindless state will be upon me soon, but no doomed destiny will prevent me from serving our Dark Lady. When the call arose, I sewed body bags for the fallen soldiers of Sylvanas' mighty army. Now my hands shake from the chill. If you would bring me 5 dust bat pelts, I could sew myself a blanket. Help me so that I can continue to serve the cause.
Do not seek death.
You just want bat fur? I just went from taking on lieutenants of the Scourge to go collect some fur so I can make me a blanket. Seems like the proper flow for a mighty hero of the Forsaken. Is that a bear? Ooh, got another Malachite. Actually, that's our first one on this character. I think we got some on... It was either the panda or the... goblin, I think. Panda, 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 bum bum, panda, 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 bum 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 bum. Your soul is mine. No, please help me. So I kept seeing like some, I don't know why it's been popping up on my feeds on all my social media, but people keep sharing pictures from Small Soldiers, and it makes me want to watch the movie again. I haven't seen that movie in like 2 decades, I swear. Gretchen, we got your bat fur.
And you are...
Do you have the dusk bat pelts yet? I do. I appreciate your efforts. May Sylvanas recognize your bravery one day.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
She traded me her slippers.
What now?
You should return to Magistrate Severin with the information I gave you. He'll want it as soon as possible. Okay. So I ran there, delivered a letter, killed some bats, and now they want me to run back. This is why I wanted the horse. I think it's funny that they put blinders on the undead horse when the horse don't have eyes. Maybe that's just like remnants from the stuff it had on before it died. But Severin, I bring tidings from the front.
This had better be good.
It is troubling to hear the Scourge slipping past the bulwark. Even now, they are ceaseless in their assaults. But we will not give in. The Lich King is dead, and we will not be taken again.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Dude, okay, so... Grimdot, you lasted for 2 levels. I appreciate it, but get out of here. We got the big boy now. Big boy!
Don't waste my time,
I thought his name was Kevin. Kevin! He's not that big. I remember them being much taller. I wonder if they get bigger. This is as you level up. Alright, so now we just have to go to High Executioner Darrington. Come on, Kevin. Run faster, Kevin. Keep up. Chop, chop. I don't mean literally. Put the axe down, Kevin. I didn't mean literally chop chop. Run, horsey, he's gonna get us. My bird is jumping back and forth between his swing and his rope. He's just, all I can see is because the light is pointed, it's creating a shadow on the wall, and it's a giant bird shadow swinging. And into that. Oh, there was a quest up there that I didn't complete. Can't have a complete starting zone experience if you don't complete the starting zone. No, we can't. We can't run back because it's 9:30. We gotta finish this. If we finish this section over here, we'll go back. But I don't know what that is. Unless we're taking Homeboy's head back up there. Which could be the case. We're almost there. I could have flew here, I think. Yeah, I definitely could have. Okay. So, high executioner deck.
Speak quickly.
Sizes you up. Not much of a warlock, are you? Well, you will be when I'm done with you. Hey man, twinsies! Though the strength of the Scarlet Crusade wanes, we are still at war. The report Executioner Aaron sends me indicates Scarlet Crusaders have been raiding from the ruined tower in the southeastern Tirisfal near the Balmir farmstead under the command of Captain Vacon. Kill 3 of his zealots, 4 of his friars. It should prove to a devastating blow to the crusade.
Embrace the shadow.
Okay, what do you want, apothecary dithers? Have you seen the plagued Bruins that wander the west of here? Those hides, so hideous, so diseased, so perfect. Fetch me 5 of them. Got an idea for an anti-scourge poison that's guaranteed to succeed.
Our time will
Something tells me you're off your fucking rocker, just like all the other apothecary dudes. See, what am I gonna kill now? We're gonna wrap a gnome in this and it's gonna explode. Is that what's gonna happen? On a side note, that'd be badass. Just saying. Wrap a gnome, an explosive blanket. That's like an undead carnival attraction. Explode a gnome. Aw, man, they didn't give me my freaking hide. One of them quests, huh? One of you quests. Come on, Kevin. We got stuff to kill. That guy didn't drop anything. There's one.
I need to target something first.
Oh. Why did that bear have chain boots? We may never know. Curse of exhaustion make them run real slow. Oh, got soldier's cloak, 2 armor. All of these cloaks have looked the same, but they have slightly different color schemes. You carry the taint of the scourge. Prepare to enter the twisting nether. That's kind of weird that they say that, because the twisting nether is where demons come from. Mortal souls don't go to the twisting nether. Only immortal souls do. Well, I don't have a quest to kill him. Are you noticing something? This stuff seems kinda sus. Purple fire, burning corpses. I wonder what that could mean. Alright, so I need more brewing hides. So yeah, there's some burning corpses here with oddly familiar looking fire on them. Gotta get us some more bear hides. 3 more. 1, 2, 3 hides. Up. You gonna make it up here? Okay. Just want to kill some bears, man. Oh, there we go. There's a bear. I see a bear. Oh my god, it's a bear. A bear. Yeah, every time I cast that ability, Hand of Gul'dan, it smashes down and explodes, and inside of it are a bunch of these little imps. And the number of them is dictated by how many shards I had when I cast the spell.
Target something first.
Ooh, we only need one more. Come on, bear. Duh, bears. Damn it. Why you no drop your hide? Okay, this is not entertaining anymore.
I need a target.
I need a target. There we go. A raking mass of fur, skin, and connective tissue. Got an issue? Here's the tissue. Regulators! Mount up! So how far have you guys gotten in Overlord? Ooh, we got an imbued cadet cloak. Oh, it'll give us strength. +3 strength. Heck yeah, like we need it. Strength is absolutely worthless. There is something over, it's over here. So this is where, so Arthas, when he was a paladin, he had a horse. That horse's name was Invincible. It's a very popular horse. Everybody wants it as a mount. It died, and it was buried here. When he became a Death Knight, the beloved steed of Prince Arthas Menethil, loyal and great of heart and life, may you find peace in death, pure streams and green pastures, devoted friend. When Arthas became a Death Knight, he said fuck it, and he came here and he resurrected his old horse. When that he had when he was a paladin. And that horse has become one of the most highly sought after mounts in the game. Like, it's probably one of the highest farmed mounts. I do not have it, but this is what it looks like. It has demon wings, and yes, it can fly. Alrighty. Let's see, do you have enough hides? I do have all 5 of them. Dithers, you've done it again. These are perfect. Dithers samples latest concoction. This isn't quite there. It needs something to give it a little more zing. It got it. The spiders to the north have a potent venom. That'll do the trick. See if you can extract some for me.
Beware the living. What is it?
Your actions will slow down the Scarlet Crusade's advancement in Tirisfal quite a bit. Hopefully for good. But other threats loom. Shortly before you arrived at the bulwark, I was approached by the most unusual undead woman. She swore enmity against the Scarlet Crusade, so I sent her to work on our enemies to the north. You say you saw some dead Crusaders earlier. Probably her work. Go check up on her and see if she can use any assistance in her vendetta against the Crusade. Though, I wouldn't be surprised if she's already killed them all.
Remember, patience, discipline.
Yeah, horse, yeah. He raised the corpse of his horse. So there's 3 generations of Death Knights. There's the first generation, which was created by the Orcish Horde, and they took Orcish warlock souls and imbued them into the bodies of human warriors. The second generation was created by the Scourge. That was the ones that we did the starting zone. And the third generation was just kind of like people that agreed to be resurrected after they have died to continue fighting. It was like you sign over your soul to the Ebon Blade, and then upon your death they perform a ritual on you. It was like an active choice. And if you make a Death Knight in today's game world, that's what it will be, is one of those that of the people that have decided that's what they wanted.
I need to get closer.
Got to keep our eyes open, because you know there's going to be a big mama spider around here. I think we're at like 6 or 7 rare spawns now. Tirisfal was loaded.
Target something first.
There's a chest over there. Let's go get some loot. Let's go kill some back. There's Big Mama Spider. 3 skulk. Oh crap, I haven't been looting these spiders. I thought we were just supposed to be killing them. Whoops. Jeez, Tum Tum, pay attention to your quest log. God. Frickin' noob. I want to say there's some kind of... Actually, there's a couple fun little Easter egg things in Tirisfal. So one of them is over here on that little island there. There is a fairy circle of mushrooms, and I want to say it's either every 15 minutes or every half an hour. There are some fairy dragons that show up. I don't think I went and killed that big mama one. And they come and they play a song. And if you have the music box at your garrison unlocked, then you get a music scroll that lets you change the theme of your garrison to that. Yeah, I didn't kill her. Another one is if you turn the volume up.
Inventory is full.
Yeah, we want those. If you turn the volume up while you enter the Undercity in the cathedral, you can hear the church bells and the audio playing from the cutscene from Warcraft 3 when Arthas killed Tyrannus. What are you doing, my son? Succeeding you, father. Alright. What is this? Lieutenant Sanders. Yep. Yep. This looks familiar. Yep. As you look over the ruins of the camp, you hear a whisper behind you. I could kill you right now if I wanted to. You better watch your step, Undead. The whisper continues. My name is Lillian Voss. Before I died, I was a member of the Scarlet Crusade. My father, High Priestess Voss, raised me to be a weapon against the plague. I studied stealth, sorcery, martial arts, anything to make myself stronger. I gave up my childhood for him. Then, as fate would have it, I died and returned as this. My father instantly forgot me, and when I returned, he ordered me executed. Come, we will speak with him now in his tower to the northwest. Getting another couple items here. There's Lillian right there. She's going to be our adventuring buddy, and let's equip. Oh wait, we didn't get that stuff yet. That's from this next quest. One of these trees, and my gosh, I don't remember which one. I think it's over here. I think it has web around it. Has a pair of skeletons. Is it this tree? Oh. I'm not gonna waste too much time looking for it if I don't see it right off the bat. Has a pair of skeletons that have died, but they died holding hands. I think that's the ones that did. Alrighty, well, Lillian, in her purple flame-induced frenzy, wants to go visit Dad. Now, this is hilarious. So, we are going to, quote-unquote, fight with Lillian. Fight our way to this encampment up here, where her dad is at, right? We're not actually gonna do it. Like, she does everything. She does not need us here. We're here to just witness this. So, take a left here.
What is it you ask?
So, we're just gonna throw some curses on these guys. I'm telling you, we don't even need to be here. She just wants somebody to see how badass she is. Ooh, called Dreadstalkers. That sounds cool. Hey, Dixie. Thank you.
I need to target something first.
Are you talking about like the sides over here? Because yeah, they need trimmed way down. I need a haircut too.
I don't have a target.
I'm way overdue for a freaking haircut, man. I just haven't been feeling like doing it. Maybe it's something I'll do this weekend.
I need a target.
Thank you. I did have all the lights on, but my eyes were starting to feel a little strained, so I turned them all off. You can still see like the dinosaurs and stuff, I'm sure, but shave the entire beard. As much as I don't want to fucking do that, I kid you not, I think my wife would actually kill me if that were to be the case. Last time I didn't have a beard was June of 2016.
I need to target something first.
Now, granted, I have cut a lot of this off. If I have it, because I normally, I trim it pretty regularly, and so if I hadn't trimmed it, it would be like down to my damn belly button at this point. I don't let it get much longer than this, to be completely honest with you. You can't even see like what's on my shirt half the time. I used to wear ties to work. There's no point of it now, like because you can't see my tie. But yeah, she does love my beard, yeah.
I can't carry anymore.
Also can't be bothered to shave half the time, you know? Like, I worked a job where I had to be clean shaven every day, or they would send you home. If you like came in and you had like enough stubble that you could see it, they would send you home. Like to shave, make you clock out, go home. Alright. So, Benedictus Boss. Captain Malarach. Father. Shut up. Like, they're not talking, Lillian. Are we missing something here? You raised me to be a killer. How am I doing, Daddy? Hey, but wait, I remember now. You taught me only to kill the undead. So do you want me to kill myself, Daddy? Lillian, but then again, why kill myself when I can kill you instead? Fucking edgelord. You gotta be so edgy, Lillian? Really? I would say she had past tense, some daddy issues. So Dixie, since Jake is worthless, no, I'm just kidding, Jake. Is the camera, does it look okay? It doesn't look grainy, too grainy, does it? I noticed when I was looking in my VOD that sometimes my webcam was getting a little grainy. So I tried to make some adjustments to see if I could fix that. Oh no! And this is a long run back. While we run back, let's see if I have any sets that I could wear. Filtered, collected. Oh, that looks cool. That looks really cool on that, with that look, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like a straight up resurrected vampire. Not so much. Kinda goofy. Looks pretty sick. I mean, no. My favorite outfit in the whole game. I love this outfit so much. It's gonna be featured on my my next VOD thumbnail. Well, I mean that is helpful. If it looks clear on your phone, I'm sure it looks clear on the browsers too. Jake just doesn't trust himself to make the call. Giddy up. So how was this week at work? You guys having a pretty decent week, or still sucks? Probably still sucks. Sergeant Quartermaster.
Who you be? Spirits be with
you. Alright, let's turn this stuff in. Spider-Man.
Listening.
Do you have some venom from the vicious nightweb spider yet? It's the final component I need in order to test my experiment. Oh, this venom will do perfectly. Everything else has been added and boiled down. Thank you, Warlock.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Now that's what I call oomph. Why is it exploding? Oh, you're off. Why are you off tomorrow?
What do you need?
Is it a holiday? Armstrong pants. Clean these bags up, man. Are you just taking a day, getting a substitute teacher in, or I don't know how things work up there.
Strength.
We got a holiday coming up here pretty soon.
This had better be good.
From birth to grave to undeath, we all have our own path to follow. Some are easier than others. It sounds like this Voss girl has had a rough path so far. Hopefully, she ultimately chooses to join us and follow the Dark Lady. With power like hers, we could do incredible things. By the way, excellent work out there. If you're ever ready and willing, I may have some more work for you in the Plaguelands. Lillian's staff. Man's bag. There isn't much more glory for here in the Bulwark. You've done enough already. There may, however, be further adventures waiting for you in Silver Pine Forest. Speak with my Batman, Timothy Cunningham. He'll give you a ride to Brill, free of charge.
Watch your back.
Heck yeah, man. Want to ride to Brill? Equip this new staff. I like really simple weapons like that.
I'm listening.
He's over here, guys.
Speak quickly.
Sure, I'll give you a ride. If High Executor Darrington asks for it, then technically I have to. If you headed back to Brill, you'll want to stop by Executioner Zygon on your way out. I hear there's some excitement going on in Silver Pine Forest to the south. He'll know more than I do. Speak with me again when you're ready to head out.
Trust no one.
I'll take that flight to Brill now. I don't think it's called a holiday. It's kind of like a day for the indigenous community where we're supposed to look at the bad things done in the past and recognize those wrongdoing. Like, yeah, so we kind of have something like that. It used to be called Columbus Day. However, it's becoming a more commonly referred to as Indigenous Peoples Day, and it's kind of like, I don't know, just kind of like recognizing the indigenous people and their sacrifices because of what the Europeans did. So that's kind of, we have ours coming up too, and shit, when is that? The 10th? I want to say it's October 10th.
What would you ask of death?
Welcome back. I heard stories from the east. Who would have thought that a young undead warlock like you would have been the one to wipe out the last whimpering remnants of the Scarlet Crusade?
Remember, patience.
All right, so we're pretty much done. However, it is right on. There's another person. Holy crap! He doesn't have a jaw either. It's 10 o'clock. I heard the belfry. See the bats flying around too? That's so cool. So I'm gonna run up here and do this quest real quick. This is the last quest of the zone, and then we will have officially completed the entirety of Tirisfal Glades. And then we'll be done. And then maybe, depending on the situation with our Spooky Zone playthroughs in October, we can pick this guy back up and go into Silver Pine. It's also kind of creepy, so that would fit the theme. But for sure, doing Gilneas, Duskwood, and Rustvar. Those are absolutely 100% not gonna miss those. Might do Fellwood. It's less creepy. It's kind of demony. And might do Eastern Plaguelands. Western is no longer really creepy, but Eastern Plaguelands still is pretty creepy. Oh my goodness, my neck. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'll move out of the way. Mrs. Wibble and I's anniversary. She got me those little dinosaur plaques. So she got me some good stuff. And then I got her a Sensi that has like fairy etchings and stuff on it. Wait a minute, where is this quest? Is it down? I didn't think I was missing a quest. What is going on here? I got her a fairy themed Sensi, an art tablet for her to draw on her computer, which if you follow her on Twitter, she's been doing posting a lot of her art. What else did I get her? Oh, I got her this custom crystal ball that has a fairy etched on the inside of it. It's a paperweight thing. She likes fairy stuff, and I don't mean like goofy looking. Like she likes like the fae, like Celtic fairies. So. So I'm confused. If this quest isn't down here, then I think there might be a bug on my game. I was thinking maybe it was a like possibly a like an item drop. Probably from that guy, actually. I did not know this guy was down here, so if he might drop something, and if he does, then that's a quest I have never done before. I gotta drain some health here. I'm getting the crap beat out of me. No, Kevin! Kevin died! Not Kevin! Not the gumdrop buttons! I did aggro a lot of shit. Boom, Dargo's skull. The Haunted Mills. Yep, that was it. You sense a malign presence coming from within the skull of the beast. Coleman Farthing may be interested in seeing this. Yeah, you know what? I swear, man, every time I've played this game since 2004. And I swear, every time I do one of these plays, I'm finding crap that I have never seen before. And this isn't like new stuff. This is stuff that's been in the game since like 2008. So it goes to show you that even if you played a game like a ton, that you might still be experiencing new stuff.
Forsaken.
Well, what do we have here? Is this Dargle? He was vicious even in life, with a temper that bit deep and a blade that bit deeper. Undeath has not done him any favors, though it suits his personality. Coleman holds up the skull and peers into the empty eye sockets. Yes, this was certainly Dargle. I can sense his malice, even from the remains that you fetched. You have my thanks.
Beware the living.
Okay, that was it. Yeah. I had to capture a couple screenshots of that. So that was the whole zone, guys.
Hey, diddle diddle, the mucus and the spittle, the corpse sank in the lagoon. The Murloc said, to see such a sight, and the dwarf spanked the baboon.
Okay.
I'm dead, and I'm pissed. Check my breath. Is it bad enough for you?
That's disgusting. All right, so we're done. We are done. So yeah, thanks. It's 10 o'clock, so we'll call it here. Thanks everybody for hanging out. It was nice for everyone who stopped by. I appreciate you. Anybody that was lurking, people that were chatting, this random dude who showed up at the end of the stream named Dreamdeath. I appreciate you. Yeah. So I'm not 100% sure what the plan is yet. I am waiting on
I haven't got all day.
some wow, 22 gold from this. We're only level freaking 13. I'm waiting on some confirmation from Dolly, but I'm not sure if it's starting this weekend or next weekend or not. But we will be doing some co-streams of Back for Blood on the weekends in October. So since technically this weekend is the start of October, I'm not sure if we're starting that on this weekend or not, but keep your eyes on Discord if you're interested, or otherwise just keep your eyes open and see if we go live. It's something that we did last year too, when we did Bloodborne and Dying Light. So, oh wow, look at that. I didn't even look at that. Do you recognize that? That is a parody of American Gothic. I never saw that before. Yep, Tirisfal Gothic right there. Yeah, it's two things I never noticed. Anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out. I will catch you guys next time.